Hey folks, Mr. Justin here with another Just the Tips video, and this time I want to talk about spider webs. Posted some shots of this piece recently, my Chibi Jones piece, and somebody asked me to do a video on the spider webs, which seems like a great idea, so here I am. You can see it does a fair job selling the idea of a cobweb or spider web in there for you. And it's super easy to create. What I'm going to use is a bit of crackle medium that I got from Rafa at Massive Voodoo. I have done this with other crackle mediums as well, including my Delta Creative stuff that I picked up at Michael's Hobby. Whichever. I get more consistent results from the Pelican than I do from the Delta. I've used a few other brands as well that I have sitting around, but I do get very consistent results from the Pelican, which is not true from the others. What I've got is my half-inch nozzle on here. I've cranked the pressure up really high because, well, in this case, I'm shooting something that's really like syrup. I mean, you can see that consistency. It's just whoa, like running PVA through your airbrush. You don't want to dilute it. The good news is it cleans up easily. So you can see I've actually got some spider webs on here because I did a test beforehand just to make sure we were going to get something. Let me find a black thing to hold it up against so you can start to see some of the spider web that we're getting. And it cleans up very easily. Just a bit of water on a brush is going to do it. In this case, I'm just going to wipe everything down again with a paper towel, a damp paper towel, from when I cleaned the airbrush earlier. Spread out some branches. Make sure I've got some good spots for catching spider webs. This is just a tree form from a project I did not wind up finishing. And yeah, I'm going to pull the brush about 12 inches away and just start spraying it in the direction of the model. This is going to get everywhere. Bring my swing lamp around here and get a bit better light. Patience is key. Does not go quickly. Periodically, I will wipe off the nozzle because it is going to get plugged. And I'm starting to get long, stringy bits of material all over my desk. It's really doing a better job close to the body here than it is on the outside of the branches, but it's not a particularly great material for clinging to. What'll be funny is when I swing the camera around and you get a look at what it's done to my paintbrushes and cup holder behind me. You can see I'm pulled back fairly far at this point. Give it a little wipe down. Very gently cleaning material off the needle, out from around the needle. Make sure I can still see the material going. Take breaks on spots where it starts to build up because it is very fragile when it's fresh. So you want to kind of move around a bit. Once you see it start to form where you want it. All right, and I think I've spent about enough time making a mess. Let's see what we get here. So here, I'll use my black book. The first thing we'll do is get a look at how it looks on the tree. So you can see some good spots in there, especially here. Too lustrous. Turn that off. Let the light adjust. So you can see some good spots in here where we've got that nice web. Come on, focus. Don't make me do it manually. I will do it manually. Don't make me. So you can see the spider web right in here. And we got some good stuff down here at what would have become the roots. You can see how that's all filled in and lovely. But now here's the more entertaining bit. Like I said, this stuff makes a mess. I'm going to unclip the camera and take you with me. See if the light helps or hinders. So here are all of my paintbrushes now completely covered in spiderweb. So all of this material back here, yeah, all of this spiderweb, we sprayed all that. So when I say this stuff makes a mess, I'm really not kidding. Again, the great thing about it though is a bit of water. So this is my spray bottle with just water. Just gonna get my brush damp. So that's pure water. It's not, there's no isopropyl in there or anything. But all that spot like right here, how if I get you the top back? That spot where we had the good spider webs right in here. Now going. And I don't even have to brush it on the model very hard or anything like that. I can just kind of tap, tap, tap. Once it gets wet, it goes away. Doop, 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 doop. So very fragile. Again, it works very well on display pieces. I wouldn't recommend it so much for gaming pieces, but you could pull it off as long as they were handled carefully and you understood that you were going to lose some of the material. But that's how you do spider webs. It winds up a great finish. And as always, any questions, it's Justin at SecretWeaponMiniatures.com. Really appreciate you guys for watching, and I especially appreciate that you keep asking questions for me to answer. It's my favorite part of the job. Happy hobbying, folks. Enjoy.